Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Product Insights series. Today, we are diving into a key aspect of keeping your customers around, which is user retention. With Usermaven's retention feature, you can turn your users into loyal, long term customers. Ready to see how it works? So let's jump right in. First things first, let's create our very own retention insight. It's super simple, almost like setting up your favorite playlist. Here's how you can do it. On your Web Analytics dashboard, click on Product Insights right here. Then click on Retention and you should land on this page. Over here, click on Create New, select User Retention, and you should land on this dashboard. Now, let's once again take Content Studio as an example, which is one of our partner brands and a social media management tool. So let's create this insight to measure weekly retention for Content Studio. So let's name it Weekly Retention. Next up, choose the sign up event. Over here for Content Studio, we'll be selecting custom event. Signed up has been performed. In the next step, select the events that you want to measure the retention for. Over here, we'll be selecting custom event, user identify, and logged in. Let's say you've got users signing up, but are they really sticking around? Are they logging in again and again to check your product out? This is exactly what these insights over here will help us measure for Content Studio. Next up, select the frequency of usage, that is, if your product is being used on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. In this case, we'll be selecting weekly over here. And once you're done, click on the Save Insight button over here, and you're ready to rock retention. On this dashboard, you'll see the overall retention curve. First, a steep drop off like the one you see over here. It's your cue to fine tune your product. In case you see a gentle slope, then you're definitely hitting the right notes. For each day over here, you'll see the users that returned to use your product. Next up, we have cohort analysis. Don't let the fancy name scare you. It's actually a super useful way to understand how different groups of users interact with your product over time. Let's break it down. Now, each row represents a cohort, which is a group of users who signed up on a specific date. For example, if we scroll down a bit and let's say look at August 6th over here, we see that about 59 users signed up on this date. Now let's follow this row across and we see about 15 users on day 1. This means that 15 out of those 59 users came back the very next day. That is about 25% and not bad at all for day 1 retention. As we move right, we see that we have about 7 users on day 6 and about 5 users returning on day 12. The colors over here help us quickly spot the trends. These darker yellows and oranges indicate higher retention rates, while the reds and whites indicate lower retention or no activity at all. What's really powerful is comparing rows. Notice how on some dates, for example on August 6th, we have 15 users returning on the very next day, and on other days, for example on August 8th, we have about 10 users returning on the very next day. Now, this could indicate that something special happened on August 6th, maybe a successful marketing campaign or a new feature launch. You can also spot overall trends in this. If the colors generally are more in shades of yellow or orange, as you move down the rows, it means that your more recent signups are sticking around longer, and that is a great sign for your product. This cohort analysis lets you identify your best and worst performing cohorts, helps you spot critical drop-off points, measure the impact of product changes or marketing efforts, and it also helps you set realistic retention goals based on historical data. Remember, in the world of SaaS, every retained user can mean a significant recurring revenue. And this is all for now. Use this retention dashboard to understand your users' behavior, to improve your product, and to keep more customers coming day by day. Happy tracking!